Hey guys, welcome to another awesome Blender tutorial. And today's quite an exciting one. Well, they're all exciting, but today's really exciting. It's masking, creating masking using the nodes. And I'm going to just show you two examples, one of my own and another one which I saw another guy use. Well, someone who's sort of taught me Blender. All right, it was a tutorial on Udemy. I found it very effective the way that he did it, but I'm going to show you one of my own. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, for the first time, delete this guy, just because I'm going to, just for a more a plane, just for a better illustration on what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be changing my viewport mode into render mode so that you can see the material as I'm busy, working on it. All right, cool. Check my light, by the way. Let's get it more even. Okay, in fact, even better. Here we go. All right, let's do an area. No, yes, we're going to do an area. I can even go in here and make sure that it is pointed downwards. Yes, very nice. Thank you. I'm going to scale that plane up. I think we got more even lighting like this. Hey, anyway, might make it look a lot more. Okay. Whoa. All right, there you go. Just get a bit more even lighting. All right, let's see how that does. That looks a bit more even. Anyway, just maybe show some of you guys. So anyway, let's select the plane. Let's click on plus new. All right, and then what I'm going to be doing, as you see by default, it's principal BSDF. Very cool. All right, and I think what I'm going to just quickly illustrate to you is, let's say, so I'm going to use the checkered texture. Now the checkered texture, if I plug it in here, so we can have a look what it looks like. If you know anything about how masking works, is that masking works basically on transparent and opaque, right? I hope I'm using the right word here. Opaque, not transparent. Okay, great stuff. Thank you very much. So it uses two colors to determine, in other words, I'm using a pattern to determine which areas I want what I'm working on affected, without having to get really technical and stuff like that. In other words, maybe I'm using masks, like literal masks, as in drawing masks, masking off areas, and then duplicating and getting really hectic. I can use a pattern, and I can say, okay, I only want the black area affected. So the black area is my is basically, well, between the black and the white. My white is my opaque area, and the other area is my transparent area. Okay, so I've obviously taken my checkered texture and I've made the two colors black and white, and that's going to be our best illustration. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect that from here. I disconnected it just to show you what it looks like, but all in all, what I'm going to do is, in my shader, I'm going to use a mix shader. Okay, and the thing about the mix shader is I can plug in two shaders and I can determine a factor. Now the factor, what it does is, if it's on 0, you've got this shader. If it's on 1, it's using this shader. And then if it's sitting in between like that, 0.5, it's mixing both of them together. But you can also plug in a factor. So what does that mean? Well, let me show you. So I'm going to plug this principal BSDF into the one texture. All right, just plug that back into my surface. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I am then going to select this principal node here, hit Shift D to duplicate. Right, so now I've got two of them, and I'm going to plug this guy into here. All right, so by what we're looking at here, practically at these nodes, is that my mix shader is mixing between these two. All right, obviously you can see white and black. If I make it black, it's probably going to be like a gray because it's mixing the white and the gray together. Okay, but now what I can do is I can use this texture as a factor, and the factor is that where it's black, it's going to be the one shader, and where it's white, it's going to be the other shader. So let me plug the texture into the factor. You can see my option disappears here because it's purely driven off this texture over here. So let me make the one blue, and you can see, and this one I can make green. And so there you can see how you've got the two shaders, and the one is in the white area and the other one is in, well, the one's in the white area and the other one's in the black area, right? So if I were to, example, add in a, well, let's add a texture on here. All right, let's say I do something like the noise texture. All right, and I plug that into the base color over here. You can see that my noise is only on one of the areas, okay? I think that's the white areas, white area, all right? Let's do something cool here. Yes. Okay. I don't know if it's still processing, but anyway, so there it is, and then I can, in this place over here, let's use a wave texture. All right, color. I almost plugged that into the base color, into the normal, and I'm going to show you something pretty powerful just now on how cool this is. So there you go, and I'm going to pull itself together, calculating, done. All right, there you go. So you can see how just by using a pattern, a mask pattern. All right, and by the way, technically what should be happening now, luckily my texture is just black and white, so I'd actually be able to play, but if it was colorful, if you get any texture that you'd like to drive your mask between two colors, you would actually pull in the factor, because it's going to give you a black and white, black and white image. There you go. So that's what's driving that. All right. My machine is working, doing some really good work. Right, but now, so that's one example, which is pretty awesome, just by using the texture. Yes, using the texture. I want to show you something just a little bit more, so I'm going to quickly delete my pattern, delete my two different noises there. Okay, and I'm going to show you something also pretty cool. Another pattern that you can use is our brick texture. Alright, so I'm going to plug the factor into my mix shader factor, and you'll see it'll kick up. There you go, there's our brick texture. Hey, look at that already. Pretty awesome, don't you think? Yeah, I think so. Okay, alright, and I'm going to change this to more like a brick color. Alright, very cool. And then on this side, I'm actually going to plug in okay, here we go. I'm going to add in a bump, just this bump node here, plug it into the normal, and I'm going to add in a noise texture. And the reason why I'm doing that, okay, from factor, the noise, because with the noise texture, if you remember the color, if I pull in this color, I put here, it's going to give me colors. I don't want that. I just want a black and white version of it. So I'm going to plug that into my normal and my height. Okay, and I actually had done a tutorial on the noise texture, and I got a nice like cement looking feel. So I'm just going to change this base color back to like a gray. Okay, and I'm going to crank this up, push this up. And there you go. So you can see how I've got a pattern on here that looks like like cement, I guess. What if I push this up to 12? Right, there you go. I've got like a brick, like a cement type of, you know, between the layers. I didn't have to try and mask, or, well, I masked, but not like a, you know, masking by hand. I think that's more the word I'm looking for. And then on with my bricks, I'm going to add in a wave texture. Let's see if I can do this. Now the first thing that I need to do, obviously, I'm going to plug this. I'm going to plug this into my normal, plugging these guys over here so that I can get, as you can see, my machine is loving this work. Factor to the height map, and now you can actually see how I've got this yeah, this type of feel that you see over here, and how powerful masking is. And all of this, what I've just done here, is I've driven this literally by this brick texture into the factor, which is the factor of how it's where it's placing in these layers, these the two different textures in here. So I know that you guys have found that extremely useful, as I found it useful. Very cool, very quick way to create something cool. There's a lot more you can obviously do with this, but yes. So guys, that is masking in Blender, just by using that factor over there with your mix shader in a placement like this. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We've got a whole lot of other videos you want to go check out on our playlist or within our channel. And also, guys, you like this, right? Because I like this. So give me a like, will you? And if you're on Rumble, give me a Rumble. And if you're on BitChute, well, there you go. There's the like button. Hit the like button right there because you like. And please can I ask you to subscribe to our channel, because there are a lot of stuff that we are continuously bringing out every day. A whole lot of other stuff, tutorials, shows, other videos on how to, videos on how to. There's reality shows. There's a whole lot of stuff. Yep, I just said reality shows. Go check it out for yourself. And until next week, see you guys then. Cheers.